got to make sure his pace is fast and solid for the next 3 or 4 laps here. He's been pressing it here. It looks like he's making some daylight here. Now this is going to be important. This is where they need to break MERGA. If they keep MERGA in the race, see, he's moved back here. MERGA shouldn't have a hard time winning in the kick here.
And TADESSE now into second.
I would imagine if TADESSE wants to win this race, he's going to have to start thinking about putting the pressure on here.
Well, and almost a fall there as they're talking to each other. KOMON. You talk to these guys after the race. I mean, the chatter on the track, is that something that's all too common?
I think that you have some training partners out there, and then of course you have the country loyalty out there where they're helping each other. So it looks like we're down to mainly 6, 7, 8 guys in this lead pack.
KOMON, KISORIO, and we'll look back on the replay there as the slip up. That was just having a conversation on the track.
KOMON and MERGA there.
So KOMON, TADESSE, KISORIO, and MERGA.
MERGA so far has covered every move.
9 guys left in this front pack.
All right, so we have an interesting guy who's kind of quietly moved in here, FARAH, training with Alberto and Galen Rupp. He's looking pretty strong right now. He's currently running 7th.
And here's BETT back up front as he's going to push the pace. It goes past TADESSE, but MERGA moves up as well. And the pace definitely beginning to quicken here.
These guys are going to come home screaming this last couple thousand meters. They need to put, again, easier said than done, but if you're going to beat Imane MERGA, you've got to keep applying the pressure now.
So 8,000 meters when they reach the line here.
They're still right on 26:50 pace.
2:43.38, so actually a slower.
Slower, yeah.
BETT and TADESSE along with KOMON.
Interesting, right at the back of the pack is Mark Kiptoo, 34 years old. He's running 26:50 pace at 34 years old.
Actually, the age group record for 10,000 meters at 34 years of age is 26:52 by Geoffrey Selassie.
That's about exactly what he's
So
running.
we'll keep track of that. As one of the great things about track and field, so many subplots behind the front runners. One of the great races we ever saw here was Webb at the Pre-Classic, breaking Jim Ryan's record.
Race. That's probably one of my top 3 or 4 races of all time. In my 19 years at Pre, I would say that one would be hard to forget.
And everybody in the crowd knew that subplot, and that was a great thing.
Yeah. FARAH has moved up into 3rd place. TANUI's back in there. Looks like a lot of guys are gathering themselves to be ready for the big kick.
Now TADESSE in front, MERGA looking for some room, and FARAH almost has to get out of the way to do it. A little bit more of a contact sport tonight.
Yeah. This is where it's, again, TADESSE has got, he's starting to pick up the pace here, but he's really got to apply the pressure now. Right now, MERGA has covered every move by the 6 or 7 different people who have led this race.
So they come off the Bowerman curve down the front straightaway here into the twilight of historic Hayward Field. The crowd picks it up. FARAH moves to the lead. TADESSE and MERGA kind of been part of almost every.
There's 10 guys with 3 laps to go.
Surprised to see FARAH at this point?
Not really. He's been on top of his game. Alberto has been really pleased with his workouts. Mo is another guy who's gotten a little bit better each year for a long time. I'm happy to see him up there. Good for Mo. And he's showing some guts here. He is not afraid. But again, in 2nd place right behind him is Imane MERGA. looking, I'm guessing low 2640s, 2642, somewhere around there.
TADESSE, you see BETT on the inside. And they haven't been able to shake this pack, so it's a great group. We're going to have only 2 laps remaining here in this men's 10,000 meters and anybody's race with 800 meters to go.
That was a little slow. They're about 2 seconds, about 26:52 pace there.
65:52 on that last lap, sorry.
I expect them to really pick it up here these last 2. But they're working.
FARAH, MERGA, KISORIO, BETT and TADESSE. On to the backstretch. In front of the East Grandstand, the historic grandstands here, original to Hayward Field. It's FARAH's race with 600 to go. FARAH, MERGA now, TADESSE moves on as they come off the Bowerman curve, the penultimate time. TADESSE now moving